Hello, you guys. Welcome and welcome back to the underground. Okay, we are going to get to the bottom of your situation. So be sure to stick around, you guys. If you don't mind, please, you guys, hit subscribe. We are trying to grow this channel. I would greatly appreciate it if you guys would subscribe, and we would love to have you here. Also, be sure to like the video. Thank you all so much for being here and for everyone who has supported the channel thus far. Really appreciate it. What we're going to look into today is the emotions that are going on underneath the surface of whatever exterior the person you're interested in or coming to this reading for, how they're feeling. We're going to see what their inner emotions are at this time, and we're going to see how that's affecting your connection with them, okay? So for the collective, guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors, Father, Mother, God, when it comes to love and relationships for the collective watching now or later, what are the inner feelings, the submerged emotions of the person who they're interested or coming to this reading for? What are those inner feelings or emotions that oh, Jesus. Now that popped out pretty abrasively. And we have the unfulfilled card, but it was kind of tipped over in the reverse. Now it says unfulfilled. They may be feeling like there's a hole that needs to be filled. Dissatisfied, incomplete, purposeless. And then we have inspired, moved, stimulated, challenged. So I feel that this person who you're dealing with, I feel like they are feeling unfulfilled, or they have been feeling unfulfilled, but that could possibly be changing, because I feel like whoever this person is feeling very inspired to change their situation. They may have like a kind of scruffy like haircut. Like it looks like this person may literally like have these types of features because they kind of look the same on this card. But it's like this person really is they're really trying to find something to inspire them. They may be listening to a specific type of music. Now, you know, there's music on the card. They could also be a writer as well. Okay, what else is this person's submerged emotions at this time? Embarrassed. And that also came out in reverse. So it says self-conscious, awkward, exposed. I feel like you guys are dealing with someone who has a lot of dreams that they aspire to, or they have a lot of desires when it comes to their dreams and aspirations. They really want to fulfill their purpose on this earth. And I feel that they are inspired to do so now. And they're coming out of some type of shell that they've been in. Yeah, this could be because of your influence. I feel like you guys are influencing this person to change or to do more with their life, to do better with their life. But there's still confusion. So they are encouraged, heartened, emboldened, and supported. And then you have confused, disoriented, bewildered, and puzzled. So I feel like the person who you're dealing with could be dealing with some... I want to say they could be dealing with some feelings of inadequacy surrounding like their careers, surrounding their life purpose. Like they may feel like they're in a job that they're not meant to be in, or they may feel like they're doing some things that they're not really, you know, meant to do right now. They feel like they should be doing more. But with the support that they're receiving from you or with the people around them, I feel like they're coming out of their shell. Like whoever this is, they're really motivated at this time to come out of their shell. I just feel like they're dealing with like this lackluster emotion that they're not doing what they're supposed to be doing in life. And I don't think that has anything to do with you. I feel like that has to do more with like their own choices. How could this possibly be affecting the collective's relationship with this person? Yeah, let your friends help you. What else? How could this be affecting the connection? Passion. So you may feel like this person is a little, like I was getting lackluster, like the word is lackluster. Because I feel like this person may not be giving you as much, you know, passion, but not just passion. It's like they may not be as invested in the connection as you may want them to. Okay. Also, with let your friends help you, this may be someone who is considering you to be a friend. Maybe this is a friend that you love, because we're talking about love. So it doesn't have to be just romantic. It could be platonic as well. But there could also be a disconnect between you and this person if you guys have been feeling separated from them. They may be like resonating more with their friends at this time versus the relationship or the connection, because they have this let your friends help you. Ask for and accept support from others, and also allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. But that's how it's affecting the connection. Like, for whatever reason, the passion that you feel from this person may not be as strong as how it was maybe when you first met them. We also have reconciliation at the bottom. So someone from your past is returning to your life. And religious factors. Your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Interesting. Let me think about that for a second. We're going to get this Rider-Waite tarot deck. Y'all be sure to hit the like button, you guys. Subscribe. Yeah, I feel like there could be some friends that this person is getting back in contact with. This reconciliation could also be about you, the relationship that they have with you. It kind of feels, y'all, it feels like somebody went through a situation like where they were really depressed. Like they were really depressed and down about their situation. And you may find that they come back towards you. Like, I feel like this person is going to come back around towards you. And that's why they haven't been around. It's because they've been trying to, like, get inspired. They've been trying to get motivated again about their life. And not be so, like, in their shell. They're trying to get out of their shell. And I also feel like they just felt displaced. Because they really didn't have a clear vision about what they wanted to do with their lives. Or, you know, if this person does have some type of vision, or they have some type of career where they knew where they wanted to go, it's like there was something that happened that made them question that. And they're starting to get their motivation back, which could ultimately, like, bring them closer to you, especially if they've been kind of distant, okay? Their faith was tested with that religious factors card. Their faith was really tested in the situation. And I feel like they were asking God, like, why? Because you have the confusion card as well. So, yeah, this is somebody who I feel, it kind of feels like a midlife crisis. It feels like this person was having some type of midlife crisis. Okay. Now, because this card did come out in reverse, this could also be a situation where someone is really focused on their career right now, and you may not be as satisfied with the way that they come towards you. You may have in the recent past been a little bit, just feeling a little bit like they're not paying you attention. And I feel like it's because they have gotten this newfound motivation back into their life for whatever that they do. You know, and sometimes we go through that as people. Right? Where we have ups and downs. There's ebbs and flows. Hills and valleys, baby. Okay? And I feel like this person is on an upswing right now. So now that they're feeling better about themselves, they may be deciding to come back towards you. But if you are in separation with someone, it kind of feels like it's because they're focusing on their career. Okay? If that's what it feels like. All right? So let's see. What is the collective watching? What is the collective's energy in this situation? How's the collective feeling about this relationship energetically? Okay. Yeah, you may not be wanting to work on it. You may not be wanting to focus on it. Sometimes you do, sometimes you don't, because this card was a little bit reversed. Okay. At the bottom, we have Queen of Wands. So you're feeling very confident. And I feel like you know in your heart that you guys can figure this out. You know deep down that you guys can figure this out, like without a shadow of doubt. There is no doubt in your mind that you guys can work on this situation. It just may be on pause and you're not working on it right now. Okay? You could also be in an energy where you know, you could be getting noticed. I feel like you guys are very attractive with that Queen of Wands. And you could be getting noticed by others, you know, for your work and what you're doing. I feel like I'm going to turn this upright because I feel like you guys right now have the desire to work on something with this person, to work on the relationship. But you may be focusing more on your career as well with that Three of Pentacles coming out. Yeah, while this person is not speaking to you, or while you guys may not be in communication, I feel like you went very hard for your career. Like you decided to pour yourself into your own endeavors. Okay, what is this person's energy towards this connection with the collective? Oh, wow. So they're about to tell you what they've been working on. High Priestess reverse and the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like they've been waiting to communicate with you about what they've been working on. I also feel that this person may be contemplating whether or not this is a good investment, the relationship between you and them. And it's not about you. It's about the fact that they're questioning a lot of things in their life. Yeah, the World card. I feel like this, yeah, so something ended. I feel like this person is a little bit ashamed of the way that they ended a situation. And I also feel like they're trying to overcome a fear of rejection, or a fear of maybe your anger in a situation, depending on how they handled it. This could be a Pisces. It could be a Virgo. Could also be a Taurus, possibly a Gemini. Maybe even Leo, Aquarius, or Scorpio. Yeah. I feel like the secrets are coming out, or they feel like they need to let you know where they've been. That's what I'm feeling with the Seven of Pentacles. I feel like they also want to, you know, have something be out in the open. Like, it's like whatever they've been working on, they want to reveal that. That kind of feels like what it is. But they're worried about how you're going to respond to them. Can I get one more card for the collective's energy in this situation? Yeah, it's like the Eight of Pentacles was kind of in the reverse too. So I kind of feel like you guys, you really don't want to work on this. And I feel like this person, I'm not saying you don't want to work on it, but you don't want to be working on it by yourself. You don't want to be the type of person who's just pouring into a person and they're not giving you anything back. Like, you're not getting anything back in return. I feel like this person does want to invest in this connection, but they're questioning it. They're questioning it, and they're contemplating, like, I feel like they're contemplating how to approach you. I also feel like they're not really using their intuition when it comes to this connection. This is their energy with the High Priestess reversed and the Seven of Pentacles. And I feel like you're more so focusing on your work, and you're not really focusing on relationships. Or this relationship in particular is kind of like, okay, you know, I feel like you put your energy into it. And at this point with the Nine of Wands, you may have somebody else coming towards you. But there's disappointment. There's pain. I feel like you guys had a lot of emotions connected to this person. And there's a lot of pain and disappointment because of how they treated you. And they know that. Because they had the Nine of Swords, and I feel like they're ashamed of the way they treated you in a way. I feel like you're exploring your options as well. Okay. So what happened in this connection between the collective and this person coming up in this reading? What happened between these two? The Moon? Can I get one more card? What happened? Ooh, and the Knight of Wands. Yeah, somebody was like moving funny and you found out about it. That's what I feel. And I feel like you had to make a decision of whether or not you were going to continue to invest energy into this. I feel like whoever this person was, or not whoever they were, but whatever they were doing, they were taking a lot of action secretively. They were moving secretively. Like, they could have even been traveling secretly. Traveling at nighttime. Maybe they have a nighttime schedule. This could be because of their career. I feel like this is a reading about somebody having a very demanding career. Or someone having a career that's like unorthodox, possibly. Yeah. They could have even been secretly communicating with people, going to see people. Like, you may have even found messages online that this person was sending to people. And they may not have even been in... It's like somebody was in a different city, state, or zip code. But it just feels like this person was communicating with people on the low. And you found out about it. And you had to make a decision. Yeah. I feel like they were talking to a lot of people. And they were moving real funny. And I feel like you may have ignored it for a while. But then it's like, after a while, you couldn't ignore it. Because it was just way too much. It was just way too much. So what are you hoping for in this connection? What is the collective hoping for? Yeah, Three of Cups. What is the collective hoping for with this connection? Yeah, you're hoping to reconcile. Like, you guys really want this person to get their ish together, okay? I feel like you want to be more... You want to consistently date them. You know, and even if it's not a situation where you guys had a falling out, it's just a situation where there was a lack of communication. Like, this person did not know how to communicate very well. And I feel like you're hoping for the connection to be more consistent. I also feel like you guys could be hoping for marriage. Okay, coming back together. Some of you may have been living with this person. You had to get your own place. But it's definitely a situation where, like, you're just focusing on your stability right now. You may be looking for a job. You may be looking for a place. This situation may have even made you homeless or displaced you in some way, shape, or form. Or it could have caused some type of disruption in your work performance. But I really do feel that you want to have a conversation with this person and tell them how you feel about, like, just how everything has transpired. You guys could have very different ways of dealing with your emotions. Like, I feel like you're more emotionally mature, okay, than this person. But that's what you hope for. What does this person coming up in this reading hope for? What does this other person hope for? Nine of Pentacles. What is this other person in this reading hoping for with this relationship? Temperance. It kind of feels like they're hoping to be independent, but also have a connection with you. Yeah, the Two of Pentacles and the Temperance card. It kind of looks like juggling. It's like they want the best of both worlds. They want to have their cake and eat it too. And they're hoping that you don't walk away from them because they want to stay single. I'm going to be honest with y'all. Listen, you're going to learn on this channel. We're going to tell the truth. We're going to speak the truth about the situation. But we are going to have, like, an enlightened perspective. At least we're going to try, right? We're going to do our best. But this person definitely does want to be single. And they feel like when the right person comes along, then they'll, you know, put forth more effort. But now they're only putting forth this Three of Pentacles. They're only putting forth, like, I would say not 10%, but it's not 50%. It's less than 50%. It's like maybe 35% of the effort. And they want to more so stay independent. They also want to protect their finances. Like, this person could make a lot of money and they may be worried about, like, someone trying to take advantage of them. Or, like, for some of you, they could be really focused on their career and they have to balance you with their career. It doesn't have to be another person. With the Pentacles, it kind of feels like they want to focus on their career most of the time, but then they also want to be able to have access to you. And they know that that's something that you're not going to want because they're not sure if you're going to, like, walk away. They're hoping that you don't, but they're not sure if you're actually, like, going to walk away. Okay. Okay, what is the collective's fears about this? Seven of Swords reversed, like finding out that somebody's a liar, a cheater, finding out that this person is unfaithful, or having them be unfaithful to you. Can I get one more card for the collective's fears in this situation? What is the collective fearing right now about this connection? Yeah. Somebody just being Okay, the Knight of Pentacles sideways is like indecision, indecisiveness, not really putting forth any effort, moving extremely slow, or finding proof that somebody is a liar, a cheater, or somebody's only worried about themselves. Yeah, Five of Pentacles and the Star card. It kind of feels, I just heard in my head, that's Jasmine Sullivan's song. Oh my God, what is that song where she's talking about, dang, let me think. Hold on, y'all. Like the video and subscribe while I'm thinking, because it's related to this. Oh man, what is that song? It's a song where she's talking about how she basically held her boyfriend down while he was working on like a music career. And then when he got famous, the label told him he needed to be single. And I always sing that song and I can't think of the tune on the top of my head. So this could be very specific for some of you guys, especially if you were dealing with someone in the music industry, because the music is coming up here and that song popped up in my head. So it doesn't have to be that specific where it's somebody in the music industry, but it could be somebody who's very just career driven. And it's like, you may be fearful that this person is going to abandon you when they become famous, or abandon you when they get where they want to be. Like, it's like you're worried about being left holding the bag, you know, or having to recover after you make an investment and like find out that this person is unfaithful, or they're not really having your best interest at heart. You definitely had a plan about this connection and you saw like where it could go. I feel like you guys foresaw where it could go. And this person is like struggling, like they're struggling to see where this connection is going to go with the Seven of Pentacles and the High Priestess. What is this person's fear regarding this connection? What is their fear? Chariot and the Wheel of Fortune. How can you feel? What? That's a crazy fear. Okay, Justice, King of Cups. They fear that you're going to abandon them. That's crazy. I don't know if it's like they kind of fear the same thing as you, but they have major arcana, and this fear is on like a grand scale. So it's like this person fears you moving on from them, or they fear things changing. Like, I don't know if they may fear, you know, like, I don't know who this person is, but it seems like they may have some type of like authority, or they have a high level position. They may fear you changing your personality if you were to become a part of their lifestyle. They may fear that you would abandon them. Like, just think of a person who's in a high level position. You're going to be able to access certain rooms, and you're going to be able to access certain people if you're in the room with them, because you would be their partner. And their fear is that once you get into those rooms, you're going to find somebody better. And like, I feel like they also fear divorce or some type of legal action. They fear you retaliating legally against them if you decide that you don't want to be with them. And they also fear you like leaving them behind once they let you into this world or this life that they live in. That over time, that you're going to change, or they fear like settling down because maybe over time they may change their mind about the connection. It's really strange. Like, I feel like this person kind of doesn't trust themselves when it comes to like the connection with you. And I feel like that's why they move the way they do. That's what happened. They were moving very funny. They may even fear their emotions. You have Libra energy, Cancer, again, possibly Leo, Taurus, Scorpio or Aquarius, Pisces, maybe Virgo. Yeah. And Sagittarius, possibly. I feel like this person is detached a little bit. Okay. What's really going on with this person underneath the surface of this connection? What's going on underneath the surface? Oh my God, we keep getting this Four of Cups. What else is going on underneath the surface of this connection with this person and the collective? Eight of Wands, and it's kind of in reverse. I don't know. The Four of Cups, I don't know if these cards, it's like somebody is indecisive. They're really indecisive. Yeah, there was some type of negative communication that happened in the past, either between you and them or like a relationship that they witnessed as a child. This could be their parents. That's why I feel like they fear divorce. They fear divorce. They fear someone switching up on them and like leaving them. So they're the type that I'm going to leave you before you leave me type of energy. Also, they have this fear of like people coming for them. Like with the Eight of Wands, it's like people come for them or people attack them. Negative communication. They don't like arguments. So if you ever argue with this person, they do not like arguments. They're very non-confrontational. That's what I feel with the King of Cups that had came out earlier. They don't like arguments or disagreements. But with the Four of Cups reverse, I feel like this was supposed to be upright. I feel like they also like silence as well. This person appreciates like silence or their peace. This is somebody who may have been single for a long time and they may have trouble like giving up their independence. That's what they look. That's in their hopes. They want to be independent. They don't want to lose their independence. What else is underneath the surface with this connection? Six of Pentacles. One more card. Ooh. What else is underneath the surface? And the Page of Cups. Yeah, and I feel like they also met someone else. They're giving their energy to two people. They don't want to always talk to the same person. I feel like this person also wants variety in their life when it comes to their partners. I don't know if they're like polygamist or something, polyamorous, but they like their peace. They like their quiet. They don't like arguments. There's something about what they feel like people deserve. They feel like people only deserve to get so much. They feel like they're only obligated to give so much. And then once they give that, it's like they don't want to give anything more. Yeah, Five of Wands and the Ten of Swords. It's like conflict is, they don't like that conflict. And if you're in separation from this person and it's like a reconciliation on the table where, you know, you may desire to get back together with them. If you guys had any type of negativity, falling out, you know what I mean? They don't want to argue about it. Like, they do not want to talk about whatever they did or whatever happened. Like, they don't like conflict. They will avoid conflict at all costs. I'm telling you. This person will avoid conflict at all costs. And when they feel like there's an argument or a conflict, they will literally like, they feel betrayed. They feel stabbed in the back when there's some type of conflict. I also feel like they've had a lot of friends, people who they thought were friends, people who they thought were colleagues or business partners betray them. They have trust issues, like major trust issues. What's this High Priestess reverse over there? Nine of Swords. So that's where the Nine of Swords was coming from. And this is their energy towards the connection. It's like they're worried about their secrets coming out. Yeah. And like something being destroyed. They could also be in a very high level position. I feel like this is somebody in a high level position who's really worried about their reputation because they don't want what they've built to be destroyed. And then like their life to change and go through this major change because some type of secret came out about them. What's the Seven of Pentacles? The World. Yeah, like, is it worth starting this back over again? Like, is it worth going back into this? Like, they feel like it might be too hard to pick the pieces up and start over again. That's what it kind of feels like. Okay, their energy is towards a connection. Like, in their mind, it's over. Right? But I feel like, you know, there's more there. It's not because they want it to be over. It's because there's more fear driving their choices at this time. Okay, what's the moon? That's what happened. What's the moon? Hierophant. So somebody could have been married in secret. Yeah, they already were in a contract. Or this could be their job as well. But I feel like this person could have kept a marriage from you. Or they could have kept some type of details. There were details about this contract that they were in, either for their work or for a relationship, that they just felt like they could not tell you. They were already committed or attached to something, okay? What's this Hierophant with the moon? Yeah, the Tower card. But it was like, it was broken. It was a broken marriage or something that was not even like viable. Yeah, Six of Pentacles. Now, this person also, what could have happened? They could have ran from you because they feared, getting into a commitment and then getting divorced. Because they may have to pay like child support, things like that. Or they were already in a marriage that you didn't know about and they lied to you about it. And it was like a broken home or a broken situation. And they were like strapped for cash, like because of this divorce, paying child support. Okay. What's the Knight of Wands? Y'all be sure to hit subscribe. Yeah. I feel like they were bouncing around from home to home. Yep. They were juggling. Because I feel like they were trying to hold on to as much money as they could. They could have been in a situation with someone going through a divorce. And like that person could have been blackmailing them. And they were trying to like balance the situation so that this person wouldn't attack their finances. But I don't think that worked out. What's this Four of Wands with the Knight of Wands? Queen of Swords reversed. Yeah. So what happened was this person started a relationship with you because their home was unhappy. Wherever they were at, they were getting a divorce, or it was a broken marriage, or it was some type of conflict going on. The Queen of Swords. It's like their spouse. It could have been a husband or a wife, but somebody was angry with them in the home. So they were trying to escape that situation. Yep, because they wanted to find peace. I'm telling you, that's what it is. I'm telling you. But they want to stay single. What's this hope of the Temperance card? What is their hope for the Temperance? Five of Pentacles and the Nine of Wands. I just feel like this person is used to being on their own. But I feel like they have a fear of being abandoned. They have a fear of being abandoned. And it's coming up in their hopes. So maybe they're trying to work through that. Yeah, they have childhood abandonment issues. I also feel like they're worried about their kids feeling as if they abandoned them. This person has like inner trauma that they haven't dealt with. Yeah, what's the Nine of Pentacles? Yes, family issues. Two of Swords and the Ten of Cups. Yeah, I really don't feel like they want to have like they don't want the stereotypical family life. They're not like very loving. Like they're very much so like, I don't know, maybe they feel like they're okay. So I got a few messages. This person is a little bit cold. They're a little bit detached, and they have a hard time embracing the emotions that they feel because they have a lot of childhood trauma that they haven't dealt with. But this person also may feel like they're too old to have kids. Like they're too old to do the whole kids thing, family thing. Now, when it comes to their fears, what is this Chariot? Temperance again? Yeah. I really feel like they're like Their hope is to be single so they don't have to deal with like they feel like something is inevitable. I think their parents may have gone through a divorce or something, or they went through a bad divorce themselves, and they just feel like relationships don't last. I feel like this person is real jaded. And then the Chariot again at the bottom. I just think this person wants to be free. Like, they don't want to have any type of attachments because they have a fear of abandonment, which is basically resulting in them, like, struggling to, like, understand what real attachment is. I feel like they have unhealthy attachments with people. What's the Temperance with this Chariot? Yeah, Ace of Wands. It's like somebody new is always going to come along. That's kind of fucked up. Because they get a lot of attention. They get a lot of attention. I think this is their way of like sparing people from being hurt by them. This person knows that they, I ain't going to say they ain't shit, but they kind of know that they're not like 100% a good like match for somebody because of their tendencies. Like, this person has a tendency to like have a wandering eye. What's the Wheel of Fortune? The Page of Cups and the Eight of Cups. Yeah. Because when they meet somebody new, they're going to be ready to go. But I also feel like that's stemming from them being self-conscious and worried that if they were to expose you to their lifestyle and really show you who they are, that you would leave them for someone else as well. Yeah. They like to date. They like to be in the community. Okay. Now with what's hidden. Okay. With what's hidden. What's this Four of Cups reversed? Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. So they stopped communicating because they met somebody new. Yep. And they changed their mind about the connection. But this person they're not a great person. So honestly, like, it feels like Spirit was saving you. Like, it feels like you were being saved from this person. What's the Eight of Wands reversed? The King of Swords. Yeah, they stopped communicating. Definitely stopped communicating. And they also were they were definitely on the defensive, trying to protect their assets. Okay. Because I feel like they have to like take care of somebody. They could have a spouse that's pregnant. Oh, excuse me. My stomach is growling. They could have also like found someone else that piqued their interest. What's the Six of Pentacles? And they started giving their energy to this person instead of you. What's the Six of Pentacles? Five of Swords. Yeah, and the Six of Wands. They took their attention away because they were giving it to someone else. This person is trash. Like, I'm sorry. Like, instead of dealing with their problems, they keep bringing new people into their dysfunction. And I don't like that. Queen of Wands, Seven of Pentacles. Yeah. Yeah, what's the Page of Cups? That's the Four of Cups. It's like they met somebody new. And they started questioning, like, okay, what's going on with this other connection with the collective? Because this other person came into their... Now, this Queen of Wands energy could have definitely been someone who was, like, a little bit promiscuous or just more... I don't know. It's like they were more... I'm not going to say they were more attractive, but they may have been more attractive to this person for some reason. It wasn't because they were actually more attractive. It just may have been that they were an easier target. Because I feel like there's a situation where, like, okay, your energy is the Eight of Pentacles reversed. What is that? Yeah, you're letting it go. You may have let this person go. Yep, you freed yourself because it's like, Okay, there's the door. Don't let the doorknob hit you. Okay, what's the Four of Wands reverse? Queen of Wands. Yeah, I feel like you have this confidence as well. I feel like this person continues to bring people into their dysfunction. And when it's easier to move on to another person than to actually change. Because they go for these Empress, Queen of Wands, Queen of Pentacles energies, like these very attractive, you know, good potential, like very successful types, whether they're male or female, masculine, feminine, doesn't matter. They go for the very much so attractive type in their mind. But then when that person realizes their dysfunction and demands a change, they don't want to change. And it's easier for them to go find someone else, like a new target or a new victim, instead of changing. I feel like you may have people on your tail too. Like, you like, okay, game recognize game, honey. Game recognize game. You hope for the Three of Cups. What is the Three of Cups? Eight of Wands. I feel like you just want to be on good terms with this person. It's like you just want to talk about what happened. You just want them to tell you the truth. I don't even think you want to necessarily be back with this person. Six of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. Yeah, but I feel like you just want them to give you... They may even have some of your stuff. I don't know. But I feel like you just want them to communicate with you what happened, or give you back your stuff, or communicate or organize a way where you can get your things. Okay, I don't know if this person was dirty like that, but they could have kicked you out of their house. If they did, that was real grimy. Okay, what's the Hierophant? Oh wow, the Moon, the Three of Swords, and the Queen of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you want this person to apologize, honestly. But I also feel like you want to learn from this situation. Like with the Hierophant being clarified, there's a deep emotional pain that I feel like you guys felt from this situation. Like this person really hurt you. It really hurt you. It took a lot out of you. There were a lot of nights where you couldn't sleep, or you just felt a lot of deep emotional pain from like the secrets, or just from the way that they treated you. And I think that you do deserve an apology. And that's what I feel like you want. But I also feel like overall, you just want to close this chapter, because I don't really think that you're holding on to this person at all. I don't think that you even want this relationship at all, because it's like the way that I'm seeing this with the Queen of Wands and the Four of Wands in reverse, it's like you can go get a dog off the street anywhere. It's stray dogs everywhere, honey. Yeah. With the Justice at the bottom. But I feel like you're just waiting on this person to apologize, or you're waiting for like justice in the situation. Like you're waiting for yourself to finally be over it. You're waiting for yourself to finally heal. What you desire is to just learn whatever lesson that Spirit wanted you to learn so that you can move on with your life. That's what you hope for, okay? What's the Seven of Swords reverse for the collective sphere? The Lovers. Yeah, you just fear that you're gonna... I feel like there's this fear because this person has created some type of trauma in your life. And you may have a little bit of fear about your next connection. And like, okay, are they going to be a cheater too? You know what I'm saying? Like, the next person who comes towards me, are they going to be juggling too? This person really did a number on you. And what I feel like Spirit wants you to recognize through this situation is that there are good people out there. I know it's hard to believe sometimes, but I feel like Spirit wants you to know that there are good people out there. And what you're going to learn is how to fortify your emotions. Not build a wall, not cut off your heart chakra, but fortify your emotions so that you can see these types of people coming from a mile away, like the signs. Okay. What else is the Lovers with the Seven of Swords reversed? Yeah, the Queen of Pentacles and the Fool card. Yeah, it's about, you're not worried about them. You're more so worried about your new connection and whether or not you should invest, and whether or not you're going to know what a good investment is, because you feel like you thought this was going to be a good investment. So it kind of, I feel like it kind of stifled your confidence, but you're going to be very cautious. That's the Seven of Swords reversed. You're feeling like you have to be overly cautious and protective of your heart when it comes to the next connection. And you're going to be very slow to invest. What's the Knight of Pentacles? Yeah, Five of Wands. You're going to talk to people longer to get to know them. What else is the Knight of Pentacles with the Five of Wands? Two of Pentacles. Yeah. I feel like there's going to be way more communication before you get invested emotionally. Yeah, that's your plan. Two of Cups. I'm telling you, that's what it is. This relationship, this situation, this person, it taught you a lot. They taught you a lot of valuable lessons. So what I want you guys to take from this reading, because we're here to grow, is that you've actually come out stronger. You've come out stronger and more fortified from this person. But they're about to be in this energy of confusion because they're going to be feeling like there's something missing from their life. They're constantly going to be searching, and you're going to already know like who you are and whose you are and what it is that you want or need. And they're always going to be searching. They're never going to be fulfilled. If they don't take the steps to heal, they're just going to continue to try to draw more people into their dysfunction. I would not, if you're waiting on a reconciliation, there could be religious factors involved as well, preventing this person from coming towards you. But if you are one of the people watching who are waiting on a reconciliation, I would just be very cautious as you know, maybe communicate or deal with this person in the future, because I don't think that they've changed. And I feel like you really need to, you know, test them. Don't necessarily test other people and make other people go through what they put you through, or have to suffer from what they put you through. But if they come back, definitely third degree all day. Because why would you do that to yourself? What else does the collective need to know that's hidden in this situation? Older woman. So there could be an older woman involved. Could be a mother, a grandmother, or a spouse. What else does the collective need to know? New love. Yep. Somebody met someone new. And I think they met someone new and they decided, oh, it's going to be easier for me to deal with them than to change. I also feel like, especially if you are more seasoned, a more seasoned feminine energy, you're going to meet someone new very soon. Yeah. And look, this person betrayed you with a new person, and they may have been older than you. Maybe you were older than them, doesn't matter. But they betrayed you with a new person. But it's a karmic relationship because, like I said, they keep trying to pull people into their dysfunction. What else does the collective need to know that's hidden? Nature. This is their nature. Yep. And it's their fate. Look. Ooh. Ooh. Baby, baby. Cooking with grease. Okay. It's this. I'm telling you, I said what I said. I know what I be saying. It's gonna be this. It's gonna be this person's fate to constantly have to deal with karmic relationships. This may be a part of their karma. Listen, it's not bad or good. It's just what we got to do based on our choices. And I feel like they're going to feel betrayed by you because they're going to be stuck with a karmic partner watching you succeed in a relationship because you're actually taking this lesson and healing yourself. They're choosing to ignore that. And if they do, that's just going to be their fate. Yep, every year by year, birthday, every year by year, they're going to be stuck with these karmic ass people. Dang. Dang, dang, dang. Any other final messages before we get advice for the collective when it comes to this situation? Date. Yeah, you're about to meet someone new. Some of you guys are about to get asked on a date. Meeting someone new. Getting back out there, plan, set a date. So, yeah, love call. Someone expresses love, a message of love, thinking of you and letting you know, and talking. So you guys may already be, you don't know this yet though, I feel, but you guys may be conversing with someone very soon. I feel like you are going to meet someone very soon. And that's when this person is going to come in and be like puppy with a tail between their legs, whining and crying about situations. One more card. What else does the collective need to know? Yeah, the golden mirror. Very narcissistic. Self-absorbed, narcissistic, one-sided relationship, love bombing. But see, once the love bombing wears off, see, that's what this person has fucked up. Once the love bombing wears off and that little puppy love stage is over with, it's a breakup. People don't want to fuck with them. I didn't even know what card was back there. It's like they meet people, they act the way they do, and then people are like, nah. Because right now, just like you, I feel like you're more focused on your career development, your income, just your stability overall. You don't want anybody coming in and messing up your flow. Because that's the type of people who are going to be attracted to this channel. And I feel like you tried to give this person a chance, but they was too busy. They was too busy playing games, or they always said they were too busy, maybe even to do things, or they had just so much going on. They were too busy then. But in a situation where they're going to see that they keep having loss after loss after loss, we're going to see how busy they are after that, okay? Because it's going to constantly be breakup after breakup after breakup because this person is not getting, it's like they're not getting the memo about the situation. Ooh, child. Ooh, child. I feel like you guys are doing well, though. Focus on how you can evolve from the situation. You know, pay attention to what happens so that you can see the signs. And just, you know, take all these lessons and move forward and see it as a benefit that you don't have to worry about this person, you know, really messing up your life more than what they should. Because there's a person here who they are married to that I feel like it's just their life is in shambles because this person is just not a good person. What is the advice for the collective in this situation? I thought a card came out. Ooh, smoky quartz. They want you to let it go because they're sending you someone better. They're sending you a better situation, or they're sending you a better experience. May not be forever. Maybe just a season or a reason. But they're sending you a better experience. Appetite. Get out of your comfort zone. So you may have to do some things that are different than what you usually do to like come in contact with this new person. You know, do some hobbies or things that you don't usually do. Tourmalinated quartz. Get out of your own way. Like get out of your comfort zone. Get out of your own way. If you're frequenting the same spots, if you're going to the same lounges, bars, clubs, whatever it is that you do, you're going to have to do something different to come in contact with this person. All right. So I hope that helped you guys. That's it. That's all. And I can't wait to see you next time. Be sure to like the video and subscribe, you guys. Bye.